It's my time, it's my season, and I've got a good reason to open my mouth. Gonna let it out, open your mind, grab your friend, hope you listen to the end. The vibe is good and learning meets on She Who Speaks. Hi, and welcome to another episode of She Who Speaks. I'm Renee, lover of a good laugh and all things behavioral. With me is Marilyn. She's unassuming, but with a good listening air and love men, an unstoppable force with an angelic voice. Together, we are She Who Speaks, and we are so excited to have you. I can't believe this is the end of our season, guys. Like, I can't even finish my little line.
Mixed emotions, mixed emotions.
I know it's been such a fun journey. It's been such a wild ride.
Mm-hmm.
Like last year, what month are we in? Last year, this time, we had no clue we'd be doing this.
Nope.
Heck no.
Here we are. So for all of you that have stuck it out with us, thank you so much. If this is your first time watching, we have like 20 something plenty episodes that you can go back and watch.
Catch up. You better
Catch up. Thank you so much for your continued support. Don't forget to continue to like, subscribe, share, comment, and ladies, tell me what you're thinking, what you're feeling. How has this whole thing been for you?
I wanted to thank you, ladies, honestly. Because when we started this journey, I had a lot going on. I moved back to France. I had to adjust to a new job. My daughter went to school and blah, blah, blah. So when this ministry, because for me it's a ministry, opportunity came, I thought like, okay, I'm willing, but can I do it? Can I commit to it? Especially living in France and you guys been still in the US. Mm-hmm. And I just want to, I'm just grateful because to do this journey with you guys, I feel like we learned so much, we grow together. It's been such a fun ride. And I'm really thankful for you ladies because it's been very a blessing for me to share this journey with you. So I wanted to tell you that, ladies.
Thank you. Same thing for me. I would have never thought that I would be speaking on YouTube in English. My face all over the internet. This is definitely way out of my league, but Renee has some ways to just convince you. No, but really, it has been a blessing to me in so many ways. It had helped me to just let go. Once the episode is out, I'm like, in the beginning, I was terrified. And then now I'm like, okay, it's out. I said something wrong, maybe. I mean, I don't know, but it's out. And as you said, Love Me, it's so beneficial to me. It's such a blessing to me that I just can't refuse the blessing.
Amen.
Come on now. We have it's my free therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy. So how could I refuse that? We learned so much. We grew so much. And also, even if it's 1-2 people, and it's more than that actually, who came to us and said that something came out of our conversation for them, that God showed them something. It was a sign for them.
Yeah.
I don't know what no matter how it is, how the episode impacted them. It's such a blessing to know that you have that opportunity to change someone's life, or to just be there for someone, or to be a vessel, a vessel through which someone can learn something or can grow to something. And just that's incredible. Me doing that. I mean, it's not me, it's God, but yeah. I'm just
and commitment. It's such a commitment week after week. yeah, we came back, and honestly, it took a lot of dedication, and I'm grateful that we stick it through it. And despite of the different time zone or whatever personal challenge that we had going on, it was such an honor to serve you. You, our audience. We are definitely grateful. And for me, I'm so happy to be a part of She Who Speaks.
That you ladies said it perfectly.
Yeah. Late for love means sometimes I do feel the guilt.
Yeah. Sometimes after we would record and stuff, Loveman would say, "It's midnight in Paris. Bye, guys." Because we'd be like, "Oh my gosh," and we just want to talk. She's like, "Guys, it's midnight in Paris." She's so committed. We really appreciate you. We really do. I feel like everything you've said is the same for me, because I am I guess I can't say I am. I was way more painfully private. So this whole concept of coming on anybody's YouTube to talk about anything is so different. But it's been like, we joke every time after some of these sessions that it's our personal therapy, because it has been like, I've learned so much. And I think I've grown so much. And that's one of the things that I shared in the beginning, that I wanted it to kind of help to teach me vulnerability, openness. You remember when we talked about our New Year resolutions, and like a key word that we kept saying was consistency. I said that one a lot. And so the fact that we're still here is huge. Because it's quite a commitment. Sometimes you don't feel good. Sometimes life was happening for each of us, like major life.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. And we still showed up. So I mean, I'm excited. You know what used to shock me too? Like sometimes when because our circles are, of course, we're friends with people are similar to us. So a lot of our friends are private and they don't want to comment on YouTube. So they'll text us. And sometimes you'd get those messages like what Marilyn said, where someone is like, "This thing changed my life." And you're like, "This episode?
I'm not How did I fix your life?"
This, because we all have like topics that are our favorite ones. And like, "Oh, this one's going to be amazing," and it's like, "Oh, okay." And this one, we're like, "Okay, we'll just go ahead." And and then it's like, wow. So just those moments of how you never quite know how anything is going to go. You just have to be obedient, and that there's something that interests someone every time. Like, I don't know how I said that makes sense, but there's something out there for everyone.
Definitely. For me, when I think about the guests that we had, we've been blessed. We had so many great person coming to our show, and I'm so grateful. Rather, everybody brought something different, and that for me was really a blessing as well, to learn from them or laugh with them. Like, I'm thinking about Danielle, how she just bring her energy and talk to you about, well, I'm single and look at me, I'm happy, I'm doing me. And or Rachel, when it was hair love, it was so light and fun, but yet so informative. So we have in so different area, we have so many amazing guests. Speaking about guests, is it a moment that was fun that you remember, or a fun episode for you that you want to share?
Fun.
And then you want to go first?
I mean, I love the health episode where nurse practitioner Shireen, I think, when she came and was talking about our purses, the little feminine portion and how it cleans itself and all of these fun things. Nothing was funny about it, but it was just so funny to me, because growing up so private, you don't talk about your vagina, you don't talk about sex, you don't talk about certain things. So to be talking about it publicly, I was just so tickled to death by it. And I love the little fun game that we did too, where she had like a couple seconds to answer all the questions. So that was kind of fun too.
Yeah, definitely, that was fun. I also liked her. So I'm a little more shallow, ladies. Forgive me on this one. But I definitely appreciate all our guests and all the fun that they brought to us.
Mhm.
And I also appreciate the moments when it was the three of us. And we had those moments when some of us looked bomb. And I remember, yep. I don't know if on the camera it will show
Yeah,
us.
hopefully we're pointing at the same person.
But man, oh man. I remember doing that 20s versus 30s.
Versus 30s. Yep.
The goddess of Paris coming on our screens,
Yes, honey.
like with the makeup and hair. Boom. Like, and the background,
Oh.
like, oh my gosh.
Mhm.
So that was like, I really loved that. And I loved how like color palette that day. We had a
Okay, I
nice
get
color
you.
palette going on that day. So I really love that episode. I love the how can I say that? Like the
The setting.
aesthetic of it.
Ah.
Aesthetic.
Okay.
I really loved it. And I really appreciated all our conversations. We learned so much about ourselves. I loved how we were sometimes we were filming before. So sometimes we were off topic, but they were supposed to be on trend topics about different things.
Mhm.
From Kirk Franklin to
For sure.
other things going on, and it was so much fun to have those conversations with you ladies, and just to be together and have some good old fun and good conversations.
100% agree. I remember when we just started. So it's odd, right? Because we were recording before we even went live, basically.
Yep.
And so what should have been our second episode ended up being like the 13th or like but we always knew that we wanted to be relevant, not that we're trying to follow trends or whatever, but we always wanted to be addressing things that were important to us as a community and things that were interesting to our viewers as well. And so that reminds me of the episode on social justice. Remember that was such a time, not just even in America, because the whole world was affected by it. I remember having friends overseas, family members overseas calling and just being in utter shock and disgust at what was happening during that time. What was like what was that whole period for you? You remember that episode with Shelley?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
First of all, I would like to start by saying that Miss Shelley is my, I don't know how to call her. She's everything. I love her. I just love her. I love her energy. I love her knowledge, but I love how she's relatable. Like I love everything about that lady, everything. And it was so much, it was so much knowledge, but also she brought things to perspective, and she made us so much aware of what's going on behind the scenes. Sometimes we see things in our level, but in the laws and in everything that it affects. I remember she talks about how even in the farm industry, that those inequalities are visible. And it was so much like it was such an eye-opening experience to have her with us that day. And I just cherish that moment. It was one of our first episodes, and I think I'll never forget that episode. And I remember also one of the face that I made when she said, "Where were you?" And I was like, "Oh."
I don't know where I was.
I don't know. It wasn't.
Yes, that was
emotional. So it was good emotions, good emotions from, and we talked about it. I mean, without going a little ahead of ourselves, like she talked about colorism, and I think that it's a subject that I would like to have in the future, like a little more in depth, to go a little more in depth in the future on that topic, and it was so much emotions and so much it was everything. was
Yeah, I
amazing.
just love the way she loved her community. And
Yes.
she make us feel like, first of all, that we know her for years. Like I felt, if I was close, I would take a blanket and just listen to her, and I said, teach me, but tell me what I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the kind of energy that she brought to the conversation. So it was just a lot of love for her community, and if she see this episode, we are just grateful.
Love you. We love you.
Love you so much. Yeah, we learned so much, and I think it was following or right before that episode we had Shenor with us talking about marriage, and so she gave us so much nuggets about how to navigate through marriage. What did she say? She said one of the sentence that stuck with me, that marriage is not difficult, but it's a lot. It's work. It's a lot of work. I can't remember the sentence.
Yeah.
Renee, can you help me a little bit?
I
can't
wish
remember.
I could. I'm old, child. My brain's not that crisp. But I remember the concept too.
You remember the concept too. Okay, I'm sorry, but forgive me. We are a little tired right now, but that's also a little behind the scene thing. That sometimes we are tired,
Yeah.
but we make it through. But yeah, she gave us so much insight and so much things that I have to be very transparent that I've applied into my marriage, and that I really took in consideration. And I had also conversation after that. It sparked conversation, and I really took it in completely, and it was so much fun. And yeah, and we have these people, these professionals coming on our show, just little us coming, and it's just amazing.
The youngest senator of Jamaica. We have all those people that just came and gave us real knowledge. So I really hope our audience, we really hope that you're taking advantage of it and taking your note, because we are being blessed by it.
Yes, yeah.
I'm still so in awe. Tell us that, now that you're watching, tell us your favorite way to engage with the She Who Speaks community. How do you watch it? Do you watch it in the mornings, the weekends? When was your She Who Speaks time? One of the most fun ones that I heard, one of our viewers told me that every Friday night, she wouldn't watch it when it just came out. She'd watch it on Friday nights as her me time in her bubble bath or hot tub, one of them.
Hey.
So I'm like, okay, we're getting real close to personal with you. Good thing we can see what you have going on. But how did you watch it? What was your favorite time to watch it? I had another one that told me that she would listen to the podcast versions while she drives or stuff like that. So just let us know what was your favorite time to watch it. So tell me, ladies, tell me something about this whole journey that shocked you. And I can go first. I am really, really, really surprised at how quickly this whole journey has made an impact on me. I remember the first episode we put out, it was so much it was overwhelming support, except for this one little person. I don't remember his name. We'll call him Steve. That had some little random.
He came once and he left the same day.
Right? But we were kind of prepared for that, because again, we have to be honest. There's this culture of sometimes wanting to people please or wondering what people will think, and what kind of feedback are you going to get? Are you going to be prepared? But this whole experience has changed me in a way where I was not the person that would comment on public forums for any reason. I wouldn't ask questions on a public forum. But now I'm to the point where I'm so comfortable. And I remember, as I'm about to give this example, I remember our guest, Marie, who spoke about financial security and how she says, don't just willy-nilly trade if you don't know what you're doing, because then it's gambling. So there's this trading platform that I'm on, and like I knew if I posted a question in that platform, that there are going to be just people who will be very gracious in answering, and there are always going to be the bullies that just woke up and decided they're just going to wait for somebody to say something mean. And I had quite a few responses, like 90% of them were great, and then maybe less than 10% of them were like mean. And I read it, and before it would probably like make me wonder, why would someone say that, or I should answer them. But I guess because of this whole experience of being out here and knowing that you're gonna, once you put yourself out there, you're gonna receive all kind of different feedback. I literally saw it and I just kind of skip, responded to the ones that were helpful and just kind of get going. But I can see in my own life how all the nuggets, like Marilyn says, everything that I learn from our guests, that I honestly try to put it into practice. So that's been just so shocking about how much this whole experience has been a growing experience for me.
Yeah. Talking about our viewers. So I have one faithful viewer that watches our show every time. It's my mom. So my mom will watch the episode and then call me and say, "Hey, what did you say about me?" You think I don't understand English? I heard you talk about
to say, does she understand English?
I know.
I know you said something about me. Or she would comment about something. Hey, why did you do that? Or why did you? It's so funny, lady. It's so funny. And my mom is just like me. She's very reserved, everything. But when she knows you, she's so funny. Like,
and it was fun to have our mother on the show.
Yes.
That's an episode that I would cherish because my mom too, when I asked her to be on the episode, she looked at me like, to talk to who? Where? But she did it and she enjoyed it. And even for us, it was a good conversation because I feel like you realize we just, I'm raising a daughter, she's my mom, and I'm here in between them. And it's just 3 generations. And because it's 3 generations, it's 3 different perspectives, and it sparked a good conversation. So that was also an episode that I really enjoyed.
I really loved how your mom was like vulnerable, so honest.
Yeah, I was surprised too.
And even my mom, she said things that I've never heard before. Like some of the questions that I asked her, she said things that when I asked her, I think it was, what was your biggest fear? I was surprised at her answer. There are things that I didn't expect her to say. And yeah, like I said, it was for us first. We don't want to be selfish, but guys, it was really helpful. It was really helpful for us.
We had also some guests that I'm really grateful for, those guests that we had and have so many heavy experience, traumatic experience, and were so transparent about it, and didn't like with no or anything. They just wanted to share their experience and their story with us, first of all, and with you guys. And for me, it's something that also he came at the right time, because sometimes you are caught up in your little bubble and you think that what you're going through is the end of the world, and you see those women survivor of so many traumatic events and rising and encouraging us. And for me, it was really a blessing. Any episode that you can remember, or guests in particular, ladies, that when I said that you can remember?
Oh my gosh, there are so many. Renee, you want to start?
Yeah, listen, I'm always ready. So, like, I remember thinking, I admire these women. Like, they're so brave, because I think it's easier to pretend that you're okay and to put on a brave face and to hide your pain. But to just come and not spare any details and just be so open and honest about it. I was just in awe, from Kelly Wonder sharing her health journey, and even the painful experience of losing her daughter Sky, to Kelly Pakanowski, who shared what it felt like to survive losing a spouse in such a like sudden way. To Felicia Williams, who came and shared how, just how rape robbed her of so many things and how it even affected her marriage. Thank God that she's free from that now. But my mind was blown. My mind was just blown by how brave they were, and I'm so happy that they are way more courageous than I could possibly be in this season of my life. Maybe one day I'll be that brave, but I know that them sharing their truth, I can tell from their heart that them sharing their truth was not for them, but for others, to help and encourage others. And so I truly hope that those of you who have seen it, if you have not yet seen it, go back and watch. That it encourages you and it strengthens you. We never want to compare hurts and who has it worse, but there are definitely moments where when you see someone who has been through life, that it encourages your heart, because it makes you know, man, if she could have gotten through all of that, I feel like maybe I can do this too. So we hope that, again, not to compare and make it feel like you haven't been through anything, but we hope that it encourages you to just keep going, keep fighting.
Women are just amazing. Women, like, if I already knew that, but now I'm just convinced, as you mentioned, all our guests who went through, who are women, not just beautiful, like on the outside, but so beautiful on the inside. And these women who still believe in God and still share that they no matter what, they will continue to trust in Him and to just keep walking with their heads up is just amazing. Or women who shares their experience as pastor. That episode where we had these two amazing women sharing what it was like, and they're still willing to do the work no matter what. They're still willing to do the work and to keep moving forward and making our churches better. And it just blew my mind. And sometimes, ladies, I'm very private with my emotions as well. I know I said that before, but sometimes I just felt overwhelmed with emotions.
Of course.
And it was hard to keep it in. Sometimes I had to, after the episode, I had to just go in my corner and just
girl, the same.
And reflect, and also and count my blessings too, and also learn from them, and be bold also sometimes. And as we said, it's hard for us to do that, but if these women can do that, we can have this platform, and the least we can do is have this platform and share their incredible journey. So that was my encouragement personally.
And I also wanted to highlight the fact that we had great guests to help us to get our lives together. I mean, we had coaches for our fitness journey. We had I'm thinking about Deslin, that with the episode about my toxic friend.
Hello.
She taught us about setting boundaries and how to do that. We had our last episode was about finance. We had a lot of people.
Emotion. Children's emotion. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Hey.
So I feel like God gave us opportunity to get ourselves together.
Listen, and special shout out too for those guests too that came in clutch. And when I say clutch, like 5 minutes before the time clutch, like, hey, what you doing? Can you come on our thing? Like, I'm thinking about like Leanie Travels, Erlene, on vacation, bless her heart. Or like, oh my gosh, I know someone who loves to travel, and we literally call, and she's like, okay. Same thing. Same thing. And I love that we had men on, like an episode catered to men. We can't forget them with Bruce and Jamie. That was fun.
That was excellent. That was excellent content, and just excellent guests and excellent co-hosts.
They did
I had the
good.
time of my life doing that, and it's teaching me so much. And this is not the end, ladies, right? This is
I was
not.
about to ask you, ladies, should we do a season 2 or
I
should we just
mean,
stop right here and
maybe they should tell us.
grateful for the time we had and move forward? I'm in France. It's getting hard.
Listen, let them tell us. Should we do this again? Should it be? It was great. Now let's wrap up. They should tell us.
All right.
And also let us know what are the topics that we missed the mark, and you would like us to maybe dig deeper into some topics, or have new topics that could be beneficial for our community, and we are here to serve.
Yeah. It's been amazing, guys. It's been amazing. I guess, golly, this is so odd. Like, I'm not
in the movie when they said they wrap it, they have the little clap and they say, "Hey, this is the end." I wish I had the one. I think I wish.
Me too.
Help us invest in those things, guys, if you want to.
Oh, wait. Speaking of investment, guys, give us tips. Like, for us, one of the hardest things is the fact that, we're all bilingual. I'm not. Marilyn's going to teach me French, but we want to connect with our French audience. Do you guys really like?
Who have a big French audience? I receive message in my DMs telling me, "All right, thank you, but I don't understand everything."
I know. So help us. Like, if you guys know any fun little tools or anything that we can think of, that we haven't thought of, that we can use to branch out into our parlez-vous français, say, hey, I don't know what, none of that.
It was good. That was perfect.
Yeah.
I can fake it. But we really want to connect with our audiences that represent and reflect us all. So yeah, that I think was one of the toughest parts, because we do want to be inclusive. That's it for me. I'm starting to get sad. I'm gonna miss my little date with you ladies. The little time to come together and laugh. But I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much for saying yes. You didn't have to.
For doing us.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you for pushing us.
For sure.
Out
of our comfort zone.
Out of our comfort zone, out of our shell, for me. Because that shell was comfortable.
now you don't even fit in it right. Because, last thing, I promise, or maybe not, because I can keep going. But what my favorite thing to see, like I always say it, like off camera, I always say I love to pick on Marilyn, because Loveman and I are like the dominant presence, so like it's no fun to make fun of Loveman because I can't. Like, there's nothing I can say that's gonna be like, I can't. But Marilyn.
She's listening all the time, guys. Don't listen to her.
Bishop.
Right. She's a pastor of the group. But Marilyn is so like reserved and so wholesome and so shy. So I love saying things that make her like, oh Jesus, like panic and freak out. But one of the things that I've loved watching is just seeing her like, who is this girl? Like, this girl, I'm not going to tell them the secret about what you're getting ready to do the next time for praise and worship. You know that inside joke. But like, she is so like alive now. She takes lead. She does stuff like Marilyn sings on a praise team, and she would be the very strong, steady altar. Now this girl is up here ad-libbing on led by the Spirit. Like, I'm like, what? Who is this?
I'm getting uncomfortable right now. Accomplishing what she meant to do. Mission accomplished, Renee.
I love it. I'm here for it. I love it. Do y'all see my arm is sweating? These are real life.
This is the bonus clip. So, this is a strong bonus clip.
Done. I'm losing my composure. I have nothing more to say for now. So
well, I guess this is the end. It was an honor really to serve you guys, to have those conversations, to learn from you, from your comment on Instagram or on YouTube. So please don't stop. If you never had the time to really catch up to watch all our episodes, well, you have time because we're going on a break. So take time to catch up, share our episode with everybody, your cousin, your auntie, whoever needs it, you know it.
Mama.
Please go. Please share. And for us, this is the wrap of season 1 of She Who Speaks.
We love you.
Come on, Renee, can you, for the last time?
Oh,
yes.
Thank you so much for being here. We love you. We appreciate you. Also, to know when we will come back, if we will come back with a season 2, you have to follow all of our social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube. You can also keep up with us on your favorite podcast platforms. As always, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, this is She Who Speaks. Bye-bye.